All right, what you want to talk about first? You want to talk about this? Did you? So you didn't watch the debate, right? You only watched what? How long did you get
like,
before you fucking turned it off?
let's see.
You watched 10
What was
minutes?
it? Hillary, yeah, maybe 10. The Hillary started talking about how Donald Trump was not qualified to be president. And then Trump demanded, like, basically to respond to that. And, like, they're just going at it. Like, nothing. They're not talking about anything but each other. I'm not going to watch that shit. It's not going to do it.
I watched the whole thing. I thought it was pretty fucking hilarious. It was way different than the first debate, and it was because I think it was because they just went after each other. And then, both of I felt that bitch on there. I can't think of. I don't even know her name. That's how much
one of the moderators.
She was just such a fucking. Anderson Cooper was one of the moderators. I'm not a huge Anderson Cooper fan, but that's for other reasons, and not because he's a homosexual. I don't have any kind of fucking problems with people being homosexual, but she just was just a raging bitch to both of them. I don't think she picked on. At first, I thought this bitch is just all about hating on Donald Trump, and then she did it to Hillary at the end. So she was just a bitch, and I don't know who the fuck employs her, but I immediately wanted to just be like, you need to fucking quit and go the fuck away. She's some reporter for some news agency, and she's just a piece of shit. Her whole face, like everything, she's just looks like a fucking bitch.
Well, if you're gonna do that, why even have moderators? You know what I mean? If you're gonna have a debate, well, it's not really a debate.
And I wouldn't call it a debate either, because
you're not actually getting to any like substantial like policy points or how this woman thinks or how Donald Trump thinks. They're just sitting there picking at each other.
Yeah, they were. There's a lot of it.
And they're trying to tell us, oh, you shouldn't vote for this woman because she's a fucking scumbag. Or you shouldn't vote for Donald Trump because he's a sexual predator. We like treating the American people like they're 2 years old and can't figure out you're both pieces of shit and I'm not voting for either of you.
Yes. They're
they were if you want to convince people,
circles.
Yeah, people will put up with the dirtbag if they're willing, if they think that person's going to act the way they think in office, if they flush out their policy positions now. It's ridiculous.
It was the king of circles. Like, they'd ask a question. So, just in case people didn't watch, it was like a town hall meeting where people.
Hillary supposedly had some of the questions before the debate.
Oh no, I didn't see that. Where'd you see that at? Snopes that shit, son. Snopes it.
Hello.
Yeah, you there? Uh-oh.
Hello.
Yeah, can you hear us? All right, so we were talking about the debate there.
Yeah, I think they just basically treat everyone like children.
And you think the candidates do, or the debate
both
style?
Yeah, all, even the networks, they don't, like everything from the debate to coverage of their little scandals. We'll just do something to distract them. I mean, Hillary's campaign said it themselves. The whole yeah, the whole delegate thing where they got rid of some of the super delegates, right, during the Democratic convention.
Yeah.
It came out in one of the emails, which they say have been altered, but I don't believe that. They did it just to make the Bernie Sanders supporters feel good. It's not going to do anything.
No, I don't
So
think so either. I hated though that like during the debate on this one, it was like it was just a big circle. Like they'd ask a question, and no, either one of them would really answer it. I guess Hillary did, in my opinion, did a better job at answering the questions than Donald did. But he kept getting so frustrated because she would say something and then they'd run out of time and he would argue with the moderators about giving a response.
yeah,
He's like, yo, you didn't give me time to respond. And they're like, well, we got to move on. So there was a lot of interrupting. I bet there was fucking 10 minutes wasted because of, him arguing with them. So.
I'd just leave.
I
Why wouldn't you just leave? I'm done with this shit. I'm done with Hillary. I'm never talking to her again. Like,
it was just, I don't know. And people said that Hillary won. People said that Donald won. I haven't seen really anything definite of, somebody coming out. I'm sure there is somebody coming out and just saying, Donald won or Trump or Hillary won. So.
Well, that's the problem with it. It's not a real debate because there's nothing. They're not debating, so you can't say which one won. It's just a matter of opinion.
Yeah. I was just glad it was funny because it was like a cat fight, but like you said, I agree that there wasn't a whole lot that got accomplished because of it.
Well, yeah. They're just pointing out that they're both hypocrites.
Yes.
They are. And the thing that I think is funny is whatever you think about Trump, like he's up there talking about the tax code, that needs to be changed. And he says, I use it, but we're gonna change it. Right? Who knows if that'll really happen. And Hillary's trying to say the same thing, but she's taking all her money from all these people. You don't think they're actually going to change anything, do you? I hope you don't.
No, I don't think so.
Yeah. Like Obama. Obama had all these great promises. I'm going to do all this awesome shit. What did he do? He got Congress to pass this terrible, terrible healthcare plan.
That's right. Yep. Yep. Obamacare.
That's it. He didn't close Gitmo. He didn't get us out of Iraq. Nothing.
Yep.
Didn't make marijuana legal.
No, he didn't. All right. So, what about there was some stuff about this guy who's claiming to be Clinton's son.
Oh yeah. Danny Williams.
Is that his name? Danny Williams?
Yeah.
So Danny Williams, he was on the front page of Drudge Report the other night. It was a big picture of him in front of a computer screen pointing to the Drudge Report front page. It's fucking hilarious. And it was, I think that the headline was something about CNN is or all the news agencies have like banned this thing being talked about. To me, I'm like, what? How the fuck can you not talk about like the Clintons are in the spotlight right now, because of the presidential election. So
yeah, and I can see like for a normal person bringing up that shit, talking about it is not, you probably shouldn't do that. Talk about their personal lives like that, but you're running for office. This shit speaks to your character.
Yeah, whether you like it or not, your personal life's going to be in the spotlight because of what's going on. It's just going to be that way.
Right.
And that's
whether
for anything.
You did it or
yeah,
or your husband did it, whatever.
Well, I think her husband Bill is so prominent in because he was a president already. Because he has all this massive background, about getting fucking blowies in the White House. Like, how can you be mad at a guy for getting blowjobs in the White House? I mean, come on. Every fucking president has, whether it's been with their wife or not, has gotten a blowjob in the Oval Office. I mean, come on. That big old desk you see in those fucking every fucking movie and shit like that, and then the State of the Union. You know them motherfuckers have been buck ass naked, getting fucking drilled on that desk. Like, you know it's happened. I don't want to hear this bullshit about fucking. So, but then he got, I guess so. The biggest thing about Clinton is, you know, during his reign as president, was, you know, he got in trouble for. The big thing was he got in trouble for lying. It wasn't that he was getting blowed on the fucking in the White House. It was that he got in trouble for lying. And then he got, what do they call it? Fucking, oh, what's the word? I can't believe I can't think of it. Impeached, yeah. Which everybody didn't know. Like, everybody thought, well, if you get impeached, you have to leave the White House. And everybody found out that wasn't true, so.
Yeah, that's...
Anyways, what's his name? Danny Williams is claiming that he is Bill Clinton's son. With his mom was like some kind of stripper, right, or some kind of prostitute.
She was well, yeah, supposedly she was a prostitute,
a working girl, a lady of the night, as they say. Yeah. I got nothing against fucking prostitutes. Everybody's got to make money. All right. And yeah. I guess they did a DNA test years ago, right? But they were like, well,
supposedly that did. Supposedly, the magazine that did it, like, so they said that they got a semen sample from Bill Clinton off of the dress that Monica Lewinsky was wearing.
Oh, that's where they got the semen sample?
Yeah, supposedly. So you expect us to believe that the government, and I can't remember what, it was like a tabloid. It wasn't, the government turned over evidence in impeachment to some fucking tabloid?
Absolutely not.
Yeah. So if it's already disproved, what's the harm? I mean, DNA tests these days they don't cost that much. What's the harm? Make us all look like idiots. Make everybody that says this shit look like an idiot. And do it.
Yeah, if it's wrong, prove it wrong. Just be done with it once and for all.
Yeah. It would take like 3 or 4 days. I don't know how long a DNA test takes, but it can't take that long. I'm sure the FBI could get it done in like 12 hours.
Yeah.
And while you're at it, test Chelsea too.
There you go. That's the next topic. So you told me this last night. So go ahead. Like, I don't know all the details.
So here, let me. I'll just show you. Send you this so you can see it. Hold on.
Oh, Jesus.
So this guy, what's his name? Hubble is his last name.
Huge scandal. Chelsea isn't Bill Clinton's daughter.
Yeah.
Okay, so supposedly
Webster
Hubble. So go ahead and talk about it.
So Webster Hubble was a law partner at Rose Law Firm, where Hillary worked. And she looks so much like this dude. It's not funny at all.
I'll put the link to this below, guys, so you can go check this out.
And like I said, it's not like, it doesn't really matter to me whether she's Bill Clinton's daughter or not.
Oh, fuck, look at these fucking pictures.
Yeah, I know, right? It just speaks to your character. Like, you can say all the shit that you want to do, but your actions tell us exactly what kind of person you are.
I don't want to hear about Trump's sex scandals when there's fucking Hillary that has these kind of pictures with her daughter with this guy. Like, what the... Look. Just everybody. Man was created to fuck. Like, I don't... So this dude that worked for Bill, whether this is true or not, you know, Maybe him and Hillary Clinton fucking banged at least
I don't know.
once.
The way I heard it, it was her boss at the law firm that she worked at.
Cause chicks never fuck their bosses, right? Like that never fucking happens. Never. How fucking dare we insinuate that chicks bang their bosses? How many fucking since the creation of Facebook? How many fucking employees have you seen got? It's in the news all the time. People getting fired because they accidentally post shit on their Facebook account about banging their bosses or talking shit about their bosses after they get done banging them. Like it happens all the fucking time. Anyways, I'll put this link down below, guys. You can check this. It's on the politicalinsider.com. Huge scandal. Chelsea isn't Clinton's daughter. Big question mark. And they have pictures of this guy. He looks. I think you were telling me the other night. If you put pictures of this guy, there they are.
There's
right
one
there.
at the bottom.
Yep,
you look
there
at
it
the
is.
very bottom. Yeah, it's Bill Clinton and Webster Hubbell and Chelsea, and she looks way more like
You'd
that
pick this guy every
Webster
fucking time.
Hubbell.
This is like the Maury show. Look at the eyes, Maury. Look at the eyes.
They should go on there, have a DNA test with the Danny Williams kid, and bring Webster Hubbell up there.
I am not the father, part 212, the Clinton files. Oh my god. Him and this other kid, what's his name? What'd you say his name was?
Danny Williams.
Danny Williams. That's right. Oh my god, that's fucking great. Alright, so let's talk about this Alex Jones thing. Everybody knows Alex Jones.
Oh yeah.
Fucking black helicopters and the FEMA camps, baby. I love Alex Jones. Now, I'll say this. I'll preface this about Alex Jones. I don't agree with everything the man says, but the man, Alex Jones, loves America. He really does. He's a true patriot in the definition of patriots. Like he fucking loves America, and what his opinions are, he thinks that he's helping the country doing what he does. Whether you like Alex Jones or not, you cannot deny the fact that he fucking loves our country. So, Alex Jones is giving away, what is it, $5,000 a pop if you get on TV with a sign that says that Bill Clinton is a rapist, right? Is that the deal?
Yeah. I think it's, well, there's like two different, there's $1,000 for one, to just get it on TV, or $5,000 to wear it on TV for 5 seconds or something like that. But yeah, I don't know how many people have cashed in so far, but the other day it was like $25,000
Oh,
that
yeah.
he's paid out to people.
Yeah, there's some fucking fantastic ones. I'll put the link to it below too. There's one on AOL. Is that it? Is that the one you sent me earlier?
Yeah. And then
There you go.
yeah, so good job ignoring that, like from the Clinton campaign. But like
I'll put this
Anonymous
link as well.
Anonymous claims they have a video now of him
Oh,
going to that
Jesus.
fucking pedophile island and
Banging 13-year-old
raping some
broads.
13-year-old girl. Yeah.
So backstory on that is that came out a couple years ago, right?
Right.
I think that
I
came
can't
out
remember
at
that
the
guy's
same
name.
time that all that stuff that what's her face, that movie star that where she came out and all that evidence came out about her and Bill Clinton were fucking. Oh, what is her
yeah.
name? She's a famous movie star. Anyways, that came out at the same time all that did. Bill Clinton was involved with this group that would go to was it a Caribbean island or a Mexican island? They'd go down and bang these fucking girls that were way underage.
I love it when you search for this stuff in Google. You have to get it spot on, or it will not give you results. Like, so if I just type in Bill Clinton, it says Bill Clinton's son, Bill Clinton age, net worth, Bill Clinton daughter, Bill Clinton young. Like if you type in Bill Clinton like sex scandal,
What comes up? The Monica Lewinsky shit?
nothing. Like no, you know how autofills?
Nothing comes up?
Nothing autofills. That's no.
Google.
Oh, it'll bring up results, but it won't autofill anything on that shit, which is fucking amazing to me. Everything else, you type in 3 letters, like, oh, this is what exactly the thing you wanted. Yeah, Jeffrey Epstein was the dude that ran this shit.
Say that name again.
Supposedly, Jeffrey Epstein.
Okay.
Epstein.
A Jew. The Steins.
Jesus. Just.
Hey man, the Jews got money.
Go there. Jesus.
Whatever. Untouchable people.
Yeah. And if you go read about that investigation, that took them years to get him. Like, he had so many connections that they just couldn't investigate. They had all kinds of proof that he was doing this kind of shit. But I'm sure it wasn't because he was buddies with Bill that he didn't get.
Probably not. So Alex Jones giving away $5,000 to people that wear these Bill Clinton is a rapist fucking shirts or signs on TV. If you get it on TV, you get $5,000. And he's paid out what, $25,000?
That's what I read the other day. I don't know what it's at now.
Yeah, I'll put a link to this one that's on AOL. So
should put a link to where they can get the T-shirts too.
Go get your Bill Clinton rapist T-shirts. Alex Jones, make Alex Jones proud. So, and then after the debate too, Paul Ryan came out and said that he's basically just washing his hands of the situation. He's not dropping his endorsement for Trump, but he's not campaigning for him anymore. And he's just kind of told Republicans that you can do what you want. Like, you can be for him, you can stay with him, but you know, he said I'm not campaigning for him anymore. And I think that Trump scares the fuck out of traditional Republicans. I think that's the problem.
I don't think they get why he's popular though.
He's popular
like,
because everybody's sick and fucking tired of the regular shit.
Yeah, I know that, but they just can't get it through their heads. Like it's a good bet for Paul Ryan. He's gonna look like the good guy in the end, whatever happens.
What's Paul Ryan doing?
Staying out of it. Oh, I'm sorry. Who was it again?
Paul Ryan.
Yeah, but he's just washing his hands of the situation.
Oh no, that's not that. Yeah, Paul Ryan. Yeah,
not Paul Ryan. What the hell am I thinking? Anyway,
who's gonna? Yeah.
Anybody that stays out of it is gonna look better in the end. Just guaranteed.
Yeah, they'll be able to come back to the fold. You know, if he ends up winning, which you cannot trust polls. Like every day I hear he's in the lead, he's back behind 10 points. I hear, you know.
Well, it depends on who's doing the poll.
Yeah, polls are just fucking like assholes. Everybody's got them and they all fucking stink, you know. So.
Yeah. So they just don't get that the reason, like they always talking about millennials, just like fucking everything up. Well, do you not? They don't get it. Millennials realized in 5th grade, first time you went to DARE class, government fucking liars. They're just a bunch of fucking liars. And so when you grow up with that in mind, or maybe you believed them, Like I did. I didn't know what the fuck they were talking about in Dare till I'm like 10 years later, like actually learning about this shit. Like, oh, all the shit that they said in there, not all of it, good majority of the shit, especially about marijuana, was just absolute bullshit. It's total bullshit. So once you know that the government's willing to lie to you just to push their agenda, all bets are off. Why would you believe them on anything?
Yes, I agree with that. I do. That's the same thing that people give, you know, to people like Alex Jones that are huge conspiracy theories that, like what people are just like okay, so Alex Jones big thing. The last time I was like really into Alex Jones where I was listening to him all the time was he was talking about FEMA camps and how they built these FEMA camps where they're like prisons. They got fucking 3 rows of barbed wire fence around them and shit like that. What the fuck? A FEMA camp that you keep people in? Like, why else would you have shit like that? Keep people out or
Yeah,
in. So, and,
yeah,
and when he says stuff like that, people in the government's like, we're not doing that. Like, people automatically believe it because they're like, why would the government lie to you? And like, why the fuck would the
right,
government tell you anything that's true? Like, they're gonna tell you exactly what they want you to hear, and that's it.
right. Well, the thing for me, like he's always been over the top for me. Like
He is very over
he
the
says
top.
some
He
pretty
gets
funny
very
shit, but he's
emotional very quickly.
way over the top. But he was talking about like Prism 15 years before Snowden happened. Like he knew that they had evidence that this kind of shit was going on a long ass time ago, even before 9/11 happened.
Yeah.
So, like, if the government doesn't want people like that to be successful, guess what? Start telling the truth. Stop fucking playing games.
I cannot wait till like the next big thing comes out, like the next big Snowden, because it just
Yeah,
proves people like Alex Jones over and over again that they're right. That they're not some fucking crazy person out in left field or whatever you want to call it. That
well, I'm sure a lot of their shit, a lot of the stuff that he talks about are twisted, just twisted facts. But you can't get a straight answer out of anybody. Like, you really can't. Like, they
yeah.
talk about chemtrails and
Oh
shit.
my god, that's
I mean,
exactly what I was just
like,
thinking.
oh, Jesus. Would you people fucking go read a book? But he has to have something to talk about for the other 23 hours of the day that he's not talking about the prison program.
Fuck that.
Chemtrails it
I
is.
fully agree with him on fucking privatized prisons. Like, that is fucking bullshit. It is a fucking modern day slavery, is what that shit is.
Oh, fuck yes.
We could talk about that for hours, but that's probably another topic for another day. But fuck that noise. You just read anything about how much money the privatized prison system. That's why the federal government has decided that they're going to get back in the business of being federal prisons and shit like that, because they've privatized all this shit and they've realized, oh fuck, there's all this fucking money that we're not involved in anymore. So
Yeah. And you know they're not going to get rid of those factories. They're just gonna
no,
contract them out
yeah,
and take a majority of the profits off of them. Which is it's crazy to me how anybody could think that'd be legal. Like one of the founding the first laws that were enacted in this country, and I don't remember exactly where it's at. I could find it if somebody wanted to, but was to eliminate debtors' prisons. But if you owed money that you couldn't pay, they would put you in prison to work that shit off, however long it took.
yeah.
You're right. It's exactly like slavery.
It is. Prisons today are modern day slavery. Like, that's exactly what it is. The
And
people
you,
that they're
yeah,
targeted to put, and you can. I don't give a fuck. I can argue with you this shit all day long. They target people, a certain percentage of the population, to go to jail, like they just do. So all these people in jail for nonviolent crimes for eons of fucking years.
The justice system. The system is no longer about justice. I don't know if it ever was, but from everything I've seen, it's really not. Like, you can't tell me it's about money. That's what it's about. If you have money, 99% of the time you ain't going to jail at all.
It's very true. I mean, look at all the celebrities and shit that have done horrible things, and they're not in jail, right? They've got fuck tons of money.
Yeah. Like, what was it? When Lindsay Lohan was acting out all her shit on the streets, you know, driving all fucked up, getting ready. Then she's like not going to court when she's supposed to. Yeah. Oh shit! If me or you had done one of those things, I swear we'd still be. Fucking.
Yes, men in black suits would come and get us. Yeah. They throw the keys away. I mean, nobody'd ever hear from us again. All right. So, Glenn Beck. So everybody knows that, like, I like Vice. Vice has a news channel now, like, or just a channel in general. They're on cable television, satellite television, and they have a YouTube channel. And so they did Glenn Beck was on there the other night, and I used to really, 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 really like Glenn Beck. Probably, let's see, 2008, 7. Is that when he was doing all this stuff?
Well, it was when he was on Fox News.
Yeah. I used to really
before I pulled my head out of my ass.
And then Glenn Beck became a fucking Mormon. And I swear to God, somebody tried to kill Glenn Beck. Like, he lost his hearing. He had all this fucking problems come about. And then after that's when Glenn Beck changed. Like, Glenn Beck made this... He's like, after he got all sick and shit and became a Mormon, he like drew a line in the sand and was like a completely different type of fucking Republican. He's still a Republican, but he's just totally different now. He's oh my fucking god, Glenn fucking Beck. Anyways, he's on Vice, and he had Vice out to his ranch that he has in Idaho, and him and the news reporter from Vice sat down and watched the debate together. And Glenn Beck is like a minor version of Alex Jones, which, by the way, those two fucking hate each other. If you haven't got a social media, you should literally just go follow both of them on Facebook or Twitter or whatever, and watch how they just bash the fuck out of each other. It's almost humorous. But this guy, you can tell that Glenn Beck, like Alex Jones, really loves America, and that and Glenn Beck doesn't like Trump. Glenn Beck doesn't like Hillary Clinton, but he's just so. I wish somebody would put out a video about, or some kind of write a paper on how the big changes that Glenn Beck has made over the years is fucking crazy. But the main thing about Vice, when he was on Vice, was that he said that he predicted that somebody like Donald Trump would come to the Republican Party and run for president. Now, I don't know if that's, he says that he predicted it, but it was just funny to watch.
Well, I'm sure he's had a show for the past 20 years. I'm sure if he predicted it, you could point it out in one of his video.
Yeah, I'm sure. Vice did not do that on their show. But I encourage you to go watch it. It's on their YouTube channel. It's 22 minutes long. It's a pretty good little clip. But I'm not a huge I don't like Glenn Beck anymore. I think Glenn Beck has fallen off the fucking deep end is never coming back to us.
Yeah. I don't know. He used to make a lot more sense. Now I probably wouldn't agree with anything he said back then anyway, so.
I like a lot of things that, like, if you watch old YouTube videos of Glenn Beck, I like that. But the stuff that he does now just infuriates the fuck out of me. It's like all these Republicans are in this like group, old like of this old school like haunch Republican opinion, and they can't be open to any kind of changes whatsoever. And I feel like that's what you're talking about when there's this new Republican, Donald Trump, and people and old school Republicans don't understand why he's so fucking popular. And it's because he's just so fucking against the fucking Republican old grain that it's hilarious.
Yeah, that's why they call them conservatives, because they're conserving the way shit used to be. They need to step aside. I can't wait.
There
they
needs
need
to
to
be
just
another
reverse
party.
the rules. They need to just reverse the rules. Like, now, if you're over 40, you can't run for president. Get somebody young in there.
Yeah. All right, so a couple more things and we'll be done. This fucking Samsung Note debacle is fucking hilarious. Apparently,
is that different from the S7s blowing up?
It's the 7 Notes that are blowing up.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
So yeah, it's all. So they initially, in fact, I went to go buy one. I was like, oh, I want a fucking Note. I'm gonna go get the new one. I ordered that bitch, and I think it was the day after I ordered it. I went back into the store and I was like, I want my money back. Like, I've heard these things are fucking blowing up. I don't want anything to do with this shit right now. Because I figured, Samsung will come out and they'll replace them all. And I was like, I just want my money back. I'll wait. And the lady at the store was like, I haven't heard anything about this. I had to like show her this article where I read it. I was like, this is what it says. And then like 3 days later, they stopped all sales of 7 Notes, like everything. And so Samsung did a big replacement program where they replaced all the Notes, and now all the replacement ones are having even more problems. And they're saying that the problems are predominantly when you're charging the phone, it's catching on fire, and if you just Google that shit, you can see fucking people's nightstands and shit and phones melted to the nightstands. But so it came out the other day, the 12th or the 11th, I think. Samsung has completely stopped production and have stopped replacement program. You can get your money back, but for the phone, so you're not going to get a 7. They've just stopped. Like they're not going to come out with a replacement right now. You just need to wait till next year. But the problem is that I think Samsung might lose people. People that are on the fence about they just want a big phone. They're probably going to go to. If they like Android, they'll probably pick up the Pixel because it's in the same price range. But if not, they're going to just jump to an iPhone because the iPhone has the 7 Plus or a 6 Plus, which is the same size. It's a big-ass phone. And then I saw, who was it? ETC or somebody they got the return box. How to return your fucking Note 7 to Samsung. And it goes in this, like, shock-resistant bag, inside this cardboard box, inside another bag, and then 3 more fucking cardboard boxes that you got to put this bitch in before you can put it in the mail. And you can only ship it ground. Like,
yeah,
get this fucking
they're afraid the shit's gonna catch on fire.
And then my favorite story of the week. This has got to be the best thing I've read all week. I'm like rolling through, I don't know, something the other day, a feed. And I see where there's 2 guys broke into this guy's house. And then for, 5 days straight, these 2 dudes broke into his guy's house. The guy's house who they broke into kept them held hostage for 5 days. And for 5 days sodomized these fucking poor bastards.
It's hard to feel sorry for him.
I don't feel sorry for him at all. Fuck those dudes. You break into my house, whatever floats your boat at that point. But then you pointed something out interesting to me, that guy had been to jail or something like that before for the same thing.
He'd been in jail 10 out of the last 12 years for sexually assaulting men. Like,
If you're gonna break into somebody's house, do your fucking homework, goddammit. Yeah, let's break into. I mean, if you can go and look at this guy, he is a burly motherfucker. Like, I'm talking like a big. He was like 6+, 250 pounds plus, fucking hairy chest and shit. They had like the article I read had his Facebook profile picture, and he's sitting on this couch in these like Burt Reynolds shorts with no shirt on, and with a beer in his hand. He just looked like. He looked like a fucking 1970s wrestler. You know, like I was like, oh fuck, like. So these two dudes, these poor fucks, they break into this guy's house to rob him, and then they end up getting fucking brutally ass raped for the next 5 days while this guy holds him hostage. Like,
I wonder. Yeah, I suppose that you'd probably go to jail for that. Jesus Christ.
Like, I don't know exactly. Like, if you're the cops, like, you show up and you're like, okay, what happened here? Like, okay, these dudes broke into my house. Okay, that's crime 1. And then crime 2 is you held them hostage and raped them for 5 days? Like, does the cop say, equals out? Like, what the fuck did they do?
No, motherfucker, that does not equal out. Come to steal your TV. So Jesus Christ, that does not equal out. Shooting him's okay. Like, in my book,
killing them both.
That's fine.
So murder is better than 5 days of anal raping.
Yeah. Yes, please. Like, if you had a choice, if I brought in that dude and I put a gun on the table and said, you can either kill yourself or fucking Big Charlie over here is gonna fuck you in the ass for 5 days, which one are you gonna pick?
I hear you.
I would shoot myself in the fucking head. Game over.
Oh, some Saul shit right there, motherfucker. Hello. Hello, Amanda. You have a choice.
No, I'm not playing no fucking games.
Behind you is a gun. In the room next to you.
Yeah.
Ugh. I thought it was fake. I couldn't believe it. I was like, holy fuck. But yeah, so.
He probably just wants to go back to prison. Like,
I mean, don't they call it federal pound me in the ass prison? Like,
yeah. Put him in with all the pedophiles and have a great time.
Oh. Well, that's all I got. You got anything else?
No, I'm good.
All right.